The Day of the Dead is sort of calling back the dead to the earth and like welcoming them back. You see those really colorful parades like in Mexico City. People wear costumes and those huge skulls. They're much more comfortable, I think, with death than we are in this country. We think of it as being so sad and uncomfortable. You know, you can keep someone who has passed away with you just by remembering them or just by thinking about them, looking at their picture, using their values in your daily life, which is sort of what I've tried to do with my dad's passing. Because when he died, I was really very depressed. And then I think I finally reached acceptance. I think, well, what would my dad want me to do? You know, he would want me to be happy and to live like he did. He was like the nicest guy you could ever meet. A lot of us felt when he passed away that he was sort of like too good to be stuck here with the rest of us. My dad passed away pretty suddenly. He had broken his foot, but he didn't really know he had broken it, so it healed badly. He had gone into the hospital the previous day because of his foot, and it was giving him so much pain. And he had also had emphysema. He would go inside this thing in his concrete plant and have to like clean it out manually, and he never wore a mask. He was there in the hospital with his broken foot. He started to have trouble breathing, and then he couldn't talk. You know, then they did the thing where they stick the tube down your throat, and they took him away and put him in the ICU. My brother called me, and he told me, you know, what had happened, and that it didn't look good, and I should probably come down. So we went to see him, and he was yellow. He looked awful, and they were going to take him off the tube, the breathing tube, and then they do CPR and then see if you make it. They didn't really know what else to do for him. I walked out of the room. I was walking sort of slowly, and I remember there was so many tears in my eyes I couldn't really see straight. And then they did CPR, and then he was gone. And we found out like 2 weeks later he had had a massive heart attack. So that was how he died. Yeah, he was only 60, so it felt like it was too soon, but I don't know. After he had lost his business, there was some pretty hard times. I think it could have been a lot worse. I think we did, as a family, we did okay. Hi, my name is Mary. I made an ofrenda in honor of my dad, who passed away in 2006 of a heart attack. You know, as an artist, you're always sort of drawn to some sort of truth, or you're always searching for something. And I'd always made art as a kid, and I was a dancer. I was always sort of drawn to these occupations that treat you really poorly and pay you really terribly. And so I think my dad was a little worried when I decided to get my BFA in drawing, of all things. So he was an engineer, and he had his own business, and he was very successful, and I just always wanted him to be proud of me. And so, you know, the torture for him continued when I started to get my MFA at Eastern in drawing, and he got to see me graduate, and he passed away the year after. So This is a really cool opportunity to be a part of this show, which is sort of based in the Mexican community, and I'm glad I could be included in it. And I'm just happy that I could honor my dad today and welcome back him to the earth on in one of the greatest museums in the whole world. Thanks. This has been a really awesome show to be a part of. It's sort of nice to have a really personal piece in this sort of big group cultural experience of a show. It's gotten to the point for me where I can think of my dad as having had a great life, and now we can celebrate it. And I'm glad my dad could be here.